This video is kindly sponsored by Skillshare, but more about them later. Intelligence might be pretty overrated, especially now with the disturbing rise of AI. People lose jobs, artists, designers, and writers feel the growing panic, and I'm not an exception as a person who makes a living as a content creator, writer, and translator. But I still believe that there are certain skills that AI will never be able to replace, and one of them is creativity. According to Britannica Encyclopedia, creativity is the ability to make or otherwise bring into existence something new, whether a new solution to a problem, a new method or device, or a new artistic object or form. But what happens when our thinking is depleted of its creative juices? We lose curiosity and passions. Our vision is narrowed. We avoid risk-taking. We lose deep thought and imagination. Without questioning, we begin to accept conformity and hierarchy, and we become so easily manipulated. Sounds pretty sad, right? That's why today I'm sharing with you 23 ways to bring the joy of creative thinking back in 2023. These all are very easy and fun methods that you can do daily. I know it because I've tried all of them to never feel bored or numb or comfortably conformist. Okay, tip number 1. Take any of your favorite fiction books or movies and think of an alternative ending. It's not disrespectful towards authors, it's just a wonderful way to train your creative muscles. Ask someone to give you 2 rhyming words and try to write a simple 2 or 4 line verse. Don't try to be super inventive or good at it, just have some fun. For example, before recording this video, I asked my husband Brian to give me 2 words, and he gave me socks and flocks. And this is what I wrote. Today, I looked up in the winter sky and couldn't help exclaiming why, amidst good old and fluffy flocks, I saw a flight of knitted socks. Find connections between 2 objects that are not connected at all at first sight. For example, a fly and a chair. They both can be in the same room and also produce very unpleasant noise, especially if the chair is old and squeaky and the fly is young and full of energy. Imagine you're for the first time in your own city, town, or village. Find something that you haven't noticed before. Be a tourist, be a passerby. Add a new ingredient to a dish that you've been cooking for years and never changed it. I'm planning to cook latkes tomorrow and I'm going to add some garlic to it. I've never done that before, I just added onion juice, but I think it will be pretty good. Pick a word for each day and explore it in connection with what happens to you or what comes to your mind. Merriam-Webster offers an amazing word of the day inspiration, and for example on the 1st of January 2023 it suggested the word annus mirabilis, which means a notable or remarkable year, and I do hope it will be like that, in the positive meaning of course. If you're interested, I will leave the link to this page in the description section. Make a collage. Yes, collaging is the easiest, most affordable or accessible way to make art and stay creative. If you don't know already, I'm a collagist myself, an aspiring artist who is trying to turn a passion into something bigger. I gained lots of confidence and motivation to be a full-time creative, in part thanks to Skillshare, sponsor of today's video. Thinking about our future can be really intimidating, especially if we want big changes but simply don't know how to start, where to start, or we just need a good old kick. But we can always take the pressure off by starting small, step by step, with help of Skillshare teachers. For example, one of my ever favorites is Emma Gannon. I've taken several of her classes and the recent one was Finding Fulfillment, Using Pivots to Power Your Creative Career. Right now, I'm in the process of making creativity my full-time job, and Emma is a fantastic coach. She has followed a pretty bold creative path herself and is sharing tips how not to be afraid, how to own your choice and desire for a more joy-filled life. She's so motivating and supportive in the most gentle and understanding way. Jumpstart your 2023 goals now with this exclusive offer. Try Skillshare free for 7 days and then get 20% off your first year. Imagine a day of your life if you were someone else. For example, a gardener in France, or a grocery shop owner in medieval Europe, or a mouse in a poppy field, just anything. Switch genres. Choose something you don't normally watch or listen. You might be surprised. Add more colors to your meals, to your everyday life with colorful veggies, pencils, flowers, wallpaper on your screen. Seeing more colors and hues tickles the creative nerve a lot. Observe people. Crowds of humans in the streets, in the shops, in their cars during traffic jams can be very annoying, but I'm telling you, if you attempt to see them individually, each one of them, you will notice so many amazing, exciting things that will boost your creativity. And here comes the next tip. Create a character out of a perfect stranger you've met today. What's their name? What do they do for a living? Do they have a pet? Do they like gardening or collecting stamps? Just think of anything. Embrace darkness. Psychologists Anna Stadel and Leobo Wirth recently studied the effect of different lighting arrangement on creativity. They have discovered that subjects who worked under dim light were more creative and came up with more ideas than those who worked under brighter light. So it seems like darkness frees our mind to explore new areas. Seeing weird spots and stains, use imagination and finish them into something. The thing is that blank page is sometimes too blank for a creative spark, and we need at least something to improvise with. Try on clothes that you'd never wear. There is no need to buy, just do it in the fitting room and then take pictures. Seeing your own self in a new image can open up new and unexplored facets. Cook themed dinners dedicated to books, films, places, or even special family memories. Meals are such an easy way to stay creative and meaningfully satiated at once. Brainstorm even the easiest tasks. I love brainstorming. It's when you write down every solution without analyzing, without judging. It can bring really fantastic results. Write down every new idea that comes to you. Look through the list at the end of, say, every week or month and recap. This works wonders, trust me. We humans are often too lazy to write or type down all the thoughts and ideas that come to our mind, but if you are naturally drawn to art, to music, to creating something, to crafting, just write the stuff down and you will never regret it. Find a complicated theory or study and try to discover something interesting about it. Be it science, psychology, philosophy, just anything. Our mind often rebels against more or less complicated reading, but it actually trains the brain. For example, we take Albert Einstein's theory of relativity for granted, but just try to read some texts about it, and I'm telling you, the wow effect is guaranteed. Try storytelling. Tell a story from your childhood from a third-person perspective. It doesn't have to be long, just a short memory retold in an unusual way. Eat blindfolded. This will help activate your taste buds and imagination. There are such special restaurants all over the world, but you can easily recreate this curious experiment at home. Play a game of associations with your friend, partner, or yourself. Pick a word and figure out all the associations that it triggers in you or in your friend, partner, whatever. It can be a really self-exploring activity. Pick a quote and write down what it made you think about. It's an old school type of journaling, I think, but I love it. Essays are a wonderful type of activity, even if you think you're not good at it. Just don't overthink. Overthinking kills creativity. Those were 23 easy ways to gain creativity back in 2023. Let me know in the comments, what role does creativity play in your life? What tips resonated with you the most? Or maybe you have something very special to share with all of us. And for now, I'm wishing you the happiest new year, and thank you so much for being here with me. And as always, be safe, keep your heart open and your mind creative. I will see you soon. Пока-пока.